and that's Diego Pacheco versus Steven Nelson. Pacheco's someone that I know you've had experience being in the Los Angeles area. You've experienced him to a certain degree. This is a big fight for both guys. They're in different stages of their career. Pacheco's the young kid looking to be a title challenger. Steve Nelson's closer to my age than he is Diego Pacheco's age. And yeah, I'm just kind of curious how you think this fight plays out.
You have Stevie Nelson coming into the fight, who's 36 years old. He's taken time off of boxing several times in his career where he's had, lapses there where he didn't fight. He does train with some of the best. I know he was training in Omaha with Crawford for a while before he moved his camp to Las Vegas. And he's out to prove something. He's a heavy hitter. He's going to throw body shots. He's going to try to bring the pressure to Pacheco. But with Diego moving camps a few years back and training with Jose Benavides, I think he's just got that. He's just moved on to a different level. Getting the best sparring in the world with David Benavides, training up there with Jose. I think being 23 years old, he's young, he's learning, and I think his power, his reach, and his boxing knowledge is just a little bit better than Stevie Nelson's. I think Stevie's going to try to be a little too anxious to get in there and to try to prove himself, and that's where he's gonna get caught and get hurt.
Oh,
But definitely a great fight. Definitely, it's going to allow people that aren't in the boxing community to know who Stevie Nelson is. It's going to showcase him.
well, I think it's also a real fight. And I think Diego, one thing that he doesn't get credit for is Diego's been taking a lot of tough fights that don't really benefit him per se in terms of fans, but he's really taken hard fights. Like Sean McCallum is a really hard fight, and he took that fight with no hesitation. For me, if Pacheco can win this fight, which I think there is an if to it, he deserves a world title opportunity because this is a title eliminator type fight.
Yeah, it really is. And then I don't know if he'll get Canelo. I don't know what titles are going to be there for him at 68. If he fights at 68. Um, you got William Skull that's in the mix now to fight Canelo, making Canelo a two-time undisputed champion. But yeah, I think he's at that level now where the names like, the Jaime Munguias, the Caleb Plants, the Berlangas all come into play for Pacheco now.
Yeah, so that's our breakdown of these two fights. Now, for those that want to hear the rest of our thoughts about the undercard attraction, go to my newsletter or the road stops right here for you. Okay, so I'm going to throw to you some of these interesting